Hey, what's up, guys? I am Matt, and this is My Crazy Podcast, episode 59, I believe. Yep. And who are you?
Hey, I'm Jimmy. Psych, Steve. What's up?
I'm Dusty B.
And I'm Matt for redundancy's sake. I don't know. I forgot words for half a second.
Fuck you, Jimmy. We're equal, bitch.
Oh, word.
Oh, well, wow. Fucking started.
Already throwing some shit.
For people who don't know, now Dusty and Jim have the official, same amount of episodes they've been on.
Time for seniority. I ain't sharing my mic no more.
And then, there's me, who's been on every episode.
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Although secretly, I was always planning on replacing me earlier on. Josh moved. My plan was to have one of you guys come in the main seat, and then Tina or someone else be the fourth wheel, and then.
Oh, that's madness, dude.
And then I would have been in the background just producing.
You would have had made Steve the host or something, because any one of us in that seat would have been fucking chaos for life.
Yeah, that's why I put on the ski mask. And wait, what's our talk about topics? Producing, as one would say. Let's go into something a little bit light.
Okay.
Disney and Fox have finally, officially this week, become one.
I don't know how I feel about that, because I actually, don't get me wrong, not a conservative Fox supporter by any means, but their cartoon lineup and shit growing up as a kid and all the pictures they've made, film-wise, franchise-wise,
yeah.
I love Fox as the company in that manner. So, joining up with the big baddies, Disney, I'm like, I don't know, I don't like it. It makes me feel kind of dirty.
So they have now all the rights to the other X-Men and shit.
Yep.
That's pretty dope.
That's what I'm psyched about though. I'm like, maybe this is a good sign. Maybe this will be my transitioning back into liking Disney again. See what they do.
Yeah. So
I'm still very bitter about the James Gunn situation.
Why? He's back.
So?
Oh. I thought you'd be happy he's back.
I'm thrilled. Don't get me wrong. I'm more than ecstatic for the dude, and I'm glad that they made the right decision in the end. Like I said, last time, I'm it's gonna ease me back over, but you have to do a lot more than just a PR move and hire the guy back.
Word.
Well, he's doing.
You shot yourself in the foot already. The damage is done.
Yeah.
Great. He did awesome for himself when he wasn't. He was on the out and out. But think of other people that could have been.
Yeah.
Think of the other people that their whole career could have just gone flush.
Did go flush. But those are also different situations. I don't want to go too far off track. Because I real quick, because I just want to clarify, just because I know a lot of people are confused about what mergers mean. So this merger specifically is everything Fox, owned by 21st Century Fox, a.k.a. News Corp, a.k.a. Rupert Murdoch, except for Fox News. Mm-hmm. And Fox News is allowed to keep the license for the name Fox News and Fox Business. So pretty much Disney was just like, we don't want Fox News, which I'm not
Nobody really wants Fox News.
Fox News doesn't want Fox News.
I'm not surprised they don't want Fox News.
That was probably... Fox News is pretty much the reason why I put the disclaimer up earlier.
Yeah, but... Which is funny because I'm sure most of that money is going to be settling all the fucking sexual harassment lawsuits between Bill O'Reilly and Roger Ailes right now. That's where all that money is pretty much going to go to. Everyone's going to be like, wait, Fox News got all the money? Because that's what essentially happened. News Corp got $60 billion to get rid of 21st Century Fox and give it away to Disney.
I feel like Disney's like this. It started out as this little blob, and now it's just moving along.
Disney's absorbing everything, man.
Everything.
There's gonna be corporate it's not gonna be America versus Russia versus China anymore. It's gonna be Google versus Disney versus
Nike and shit like
exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always kind of been like that. Vivendi owns.
No, but you're not gonna be living in the USA. You're gonna be living in Adidas.
Have you ever heard of? Have you guys ever heard? You guys probably have because you. A little bit older. Have you guys ever heard of Vivendi?
Yeah.
Done the movie?
No, Vivendi, the company.
The company.
Nope.
The company. Vivendi owns Universal. They own Blizzard Activision.
Oh, okay. They own their parent company.
They own Viacom. Actually, they don't own Universal. They own Viacom.
Yeah,
okay.
They own Viacom, which owns Paramount and all that other stuff. They own Activision. So they're there's already kind of three companies that pretty much own everything.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
at the top, yeah. There's always the three that started it all,
It's like a legal monopoly.
Or what do you call them? The Rothschilds or whatever? That's another one.
That's why I don't... My only worry about this is I don't care about the old catalog. I know some nerds are like, oh, Disney owns all the stuff now. It's like, who
I just call us nerds.
Not you guys.
I know, I'm joking.
There's some angry nerds on the internet. They're just like, not the angry video game nerd. Calm down.
Hey.
But there's some angry nerds on the internet that are like, I can't believe now Disney owns all these old movies, and they're just gonna end up ruining. I'm like, do you guys know what buying out a business means? They just pretty much own the rights to it, and then they own all the contracts. Like, some people are like, do they own this movie now that's in collaboration with another company? It's like, only if Fox technically owns the rights to that movie. Fox only produced it, and they only get their cuts. It's like, it's very cut and dry what's happening with all the past stuff. What I'm worried about is the future. Fox has always kind of been a little bit more edgy, you know, and they say they're gonna keep that, like, the Fox kind of be like the edgier side of Disney, but I'm worried about not Disney right now, except that Bob Iger has kind of proven himself as a CEO of, when we acquire these companies, let them do what they do best, unless they stop making profit. Which, for the most part, all of them have.
Every company he's acquired has made profit already. Yeah.
He's made good acquisitions so far. So my worry is, once Bob Iger's is down, like, finally just like steps down, everyone retires.
Yeah.
Once he retires, the next CEO, will they have a similar vision? That's
They're gonna
my
have
worry.
to. I mean, unless they want to, pump out more profit, which is typically the next move. You know, everybody always wants more money, more greed, more power, more money. You know, more greed, more power. Keep rinse, wash, repeat. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but
eventually, they're gonna want to pump out more cash, and they're gonna squeeze out everything they can do. So eventually they're gonna have to bring in a CEO tycoon tyrant type deal who's gonna probably bring the axe down on a lot of people, Steve Jobs-esque kind of motherfucker, and he's gonna start whacking, areas of the company, and that's when you're gonna see extreme protocols and overhauls and shit take place.
Yeah, no, that is definitely that.
It's a typical system.
It's interesting you bring up Steve Jobs, because I don't think Steve Jobs would allow Disney to operate in the way it's operating.
Because you're not maximizing profits that way. Yes, you're making profits, but you're not maximizing profits.
Lucasfilm and Marvel would be under Fox right now. If they're like, the way that, if Steve Jobs was running it, it would be Disney handles all the kid stuff, Fox handles all the adult stuff, and then there's all, like, the subsidiary companies like Lucasfilm, Marvel. A
lot of them would get axed and consolidated.
Yeah, just put into the different areas. Yep. Yeah, no, definitely. That's the worry about. Not right now. What's going to happen?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though, in the future, that's eventually probably going to be the next move that Disney's going to make.
Also, the main reason they're doing it is because they just want their streaming service. They can now just put everything up there for free.
Well, yeah, that's the new wave of the future. Everybody wants to have their own streaming service. You know that. Everybody's main gimmick is to get you to go to their webpage.
Yeah.
So
or their
what better way to do
their Epic launcher.
Exactly. What better way to do that than say, hey, we have exclusive content. You pay us money, go directly to our website. Like, you've literally you flipped the script. You got your customer, or not even your customer, but
your subscriber.
Your subscriber paying for you to do what you want to do. Chill. Kick it.
Yeah, no, definitely. What's it called? I saw an interesting video this week about Epic Games and their new Epic Store launcher and all that stuff, and they actually give good cuts. They give a 10% cut versus Steam's like 30-70 cut, which is wild. But
what was that?
Epic.
Oh yeah.
Like, everyone's kind of doing their own streaming service or trying to get their own way of, like you were saying, like, they're all trying to get their own way in. Like, Epic kind of started their own Epic Game Store, which, think about it, kind of the best name for a game store.
Yeah, that's a pretty good name.
Yeah, Epic Games. And then, they were talking at GDC. They're giving out, like, they're going to do grant program to get people in. Like, they want people on their platform exclusively, which is a little bit more scary for them, because most games are now done on their engine. Yeah. So it's like, all right, make the game with our software and then distribute it on us. And,
yeah,
that's a little weird, but you good there?
Excuse me, my fault.
That was like a weird, longish.
I didn't want to burp into the mic, but
the mic is right in your face, though.
Yeah, your word.
But so, what do you guys think about Disney Fox? What about Deadpool? Because Deadpool 2 was in a weird like.
Did you see what he posted?
What? Who?
Ryan Reynolds.
No, I didn't see what he posted.
Oh, hold on, give me a second. You can go ahead and say what you say.
Bam. No, my worry about Deadpool is, like, the second one kind of I don't know. Did it do well in sales?
Not as well as the first one.
That's what worries me. I feel like that's a movie that'll get cut in the process. Oh, I just got a notification from Facebook. Dustin missed my call, but he's on live right now. Would I like to call him again? No, I'm good. I got a hold of him. He's right here.
How do they know?
Thanks, Facebook. Yeah. No, it's like they're almost listening to us. No, they're not. I'm not that crazy yet. What did Ryan Reynolds post? I bet you it's something hilarious.
Pull it up. No, it had me dying. Essentially, it was in regards to, like, he was like, holy shit, you know, like, the whole MCU Deadpool
He's finally
thing.
a Disney princess.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But essentially, he was like, can we just, like, he's like, we still have time to do it. In the new Endgame, can we just have Deadpool in the very end run on, like, the end credits, like, have an end credit scene?
That is the thing that's kind of wild that this happened right before Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What? So speculation.
Mm-hmm.
They allegedly wrote.
Are you talking about the conspiracy?
Yes, they allegedly wrote multiple scripts for Infinity War, and and that's from the cast. Like, some of them didn't get the real script, some of them.
Yeah.
And then some of them even shot different scenes to kind of confuse them so they couldn't spoil anything.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, do they have an ending where Galactus comes in? Because that's kind of a theory online that Galactus is going to be like the next step. Because everything has been kind of moving towards space.
Yeah.
So it kind of like makes the next step would be Galactus. So, or maybe Silver Surfer. But I don't think that's possible. I do think there is an end credit scene now where they have some way of tying in some Fox characters, whether it's Deadpool or something. I do think that,
Yeah.
and I'm speculating. Yeah. But
I mean,
no, I'm just.
You gotta give it to Disney, man. They, like you said before, man, they're making all the right moves. If like you said, if they can pull that off, or DC like have, you know, Deadpool in Marvel's fucking universe, man, you're gonna be putting butts in the seats, man. You really are.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of wild. What do you guys? So Dark Phoenix has to technically be the last X-Men for the technical Fox deal.
Yeah.
So that continuity's over. I wonder how that's gonna work out. That movie was kind of delayed and pushed back, and then wasn't Gambit technically supposed to happen?
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Oh, they went through a slew of fucking recasts and shit like that. It was supposed to be Channing Tatum last I heard.
They canned it, or is it still in?
I have
production?
no clue. I was actually looking forward to it when it was actually Channing Tatum. I was like, yo, I think he can pull off a good Gambit.
Last time I heard, it was still going, but that was under Fox, and now Disney and Fox are.
Do you think projects are gonna get the axe and stuff now?
I don't.
Like that were in like script hell, screen hell.
No, because I think Dark Phoenix would have gotten axed a long time ago. I think
I've always personally thought, and everybody tells me I'm fucking out of my mind. It's one of those unpopular opinion type deals. I always thought that the Dark Phoenix saga fucking sucked dick.
No, I don't know about the actual comic saga, but the movie has had a similar issue, and then once the Disney merger was talked about, it had a lot of delays. So I don't know if it'll get axed, but it's definitely not coming out anytime soon, I don't think. Because what's the point?
2020.
What? Gambit?
Uh-huh.
I know, I get, but IMDb, is that IMDb saying that?
Yes.
Yeah, but they also said it was going to come out in 2018, early 2019.
I'm just saying that's the new speculative date.
I know, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, because now Disney has already come out and said that all the Fox characters are going to be under Marvel Studios. Back again. All the ones that were Fox.
Yeah, everything's back to normal. Reset.
So,
boom.
They have to now rewrite the script, at least for Gambit. So they have to redo everything now for that movie.
Yeah.
And then they have to shoot it, and then they have to edit it.
I would love to see if Gambit became a god in the MC universe.
Yeah, he's really powerful.
He becomes powerful as fuck in the comic world, man.
Well, I mean, do you think Channing Tatum could be a good Gambit?
I think he would kill it. If he would have to do some voice, lessons and stuff like that in terms of like mimicking.
I think he's too built.
Yeah, that's my thing. I feel like
I don't think so.
Because Gambit's like
Have you ever watched Step Up?
Yeah.
Check him out in Step Up. He has a much more Gambit.
But he was a lot younger.
Yeah, I know like Gambit's kind of lankier, but he was also a physically built
That's
dude.
what I was saying. Like he's not like skinny.
Oh yeah.
Like put
fuck.
like 30, 40, maybe like 30, 40 pounds on you. That's his build.
Yeah, but
He's not because his power is not like he's strong, like he's agile, but like he's not like.
who would you cast for Gambit?
Oh shit! I gotta think.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck?
Skinny, a little bit lean down Ben Affleck.
No fucking
not
way.
bodybuild.
I'm sorry, no way.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I would cap.
I mean, all white people look like Ben Affleck to me. What?
That was
All right.
I gave his. I don't know.
Yeah. Really, Ben Affleck? That's what you're going with?
You look like Ben Affleck. I look like Ben Affleck. We're all Ben Affleck.
What?
Actually, the I don't know his name. The dude that they cast in
Some of you will get that joke.
Wolverine. If you cut his hair like Gambit, he's actually a pretty good Gambit.
Hugh Jackman?
No. The dude that played Gambit.
Dude that played Gambit.
Wolverine. Yeah, no, that was a good version. That movie sucked, but that was a good version of
That
Gambit.
was a good version.
In Wolverine, I got you.
Yeah.
Terrible version of Deadpool, but
Oh God, that was I love the end credits of Deadpool 2, man.
Yeah. Don't.
Oh God, yeah.
That's so good.
That was so much.
It was needed.
Yeah, that was such a good.
Clay actually got upset about it. He was like, I wasn't a fan. By the way, I didn't spoil it, but those of you who haven't seen fucking Deadpool 2 by now, you're slacking.
Nah,
No.
You've passed the time.
No, the meme has been on Instagram. Like once the Blu-ray came out, they posted it on Instagram. Like he's talking about the scene where they re-edit the end where the X-Men Origins.
It was
Deadpool
so horribly
opens the
edited
door.
too, but you got the point.
No, it was actually really pretty well done.
Considering how they had to go about it, it was beautifully done.
No,
you know?
it was clean.
Yeah, exactly.
It was clean.
But considering also how they had to go about it to do it the way they had to do it, it was like, but no, I loved it. It was corny. It was great, executed perfectly.
The one where he shot himself
Reading Green Lantern.
That was perfect.
That was beautiful.
God damn it.
God, I hate that movie.
What did he say? You're welcome.
You're welcome, Canada.
Yeah, you're welcome, Canada. Yep.
Yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds is kind of a god.
It's because the man can laugh at himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also like, if God could make a perfect looking man, he would have.
You really got a hard on for Ryan Reynolds, don't you?
He's a beautiful man. I'm not
gonna take that away from him. He is a beautiful man, but
like I get what I get what he's saying. Like the dude's he's
got it all.
He's good looking.
He's got it all. I know.
Charismatic.
Some people got it all.
He could sing. He was on a Korean show.
Yeah.
That it's on Fox now.
He's huge in Korea.
Mass Singers or whatever.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen that. Yeah.
People were actually saying like he was the reason they brought the show to America and stuff like that.
Because he is his face. It just broke the mask off. He didn't take it off. It broke off. It just couldn't handle it.
He was in a unicorn mask.
Of course, because he is a unicorn.
I was like,
There's only one.
It would have been great if he took the mask off and it was a Deadpool mask under it. I would have flipped shit.
Oh, shit.
They took it off and it was Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
And they took it off and it was Deadpool again?
Oh, my God. What? Oh.
Whoa. Inception.
Oh. My brain exploded internally right now.
Boom.
Whoa. Boom.
What is life?
Although, you know what's the one thing that that's probably not going to happen now that it's with Disney? Hugh Jackman said he'd come back for Wolverine if there was a buddy cop movie with Deadpool. I don't think that's going to happen under Disney.
Oh, man.
Under the Disney rule.
I'm guessing the next Deadpool move will be Deadpool and Cable.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what they were hinting at. Or from what I could see.
You look like you just had an orgasm in your brain.
Yeah,
I just had a brain blast.
Which I guess is what orgasm is anyway, right?
Shout out to Jimmy Neutron. Brain blast. What's it called? No, fuck. What's it called? That makes sense. Cable could go through time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go through time.
Yeah, you can affect all the other MCU universes, yada yada, blah blah, apocalypse, yada yada. All that shit.
You get stuck in a time with Wolverine.
The Weapon X Factor?
Just Wolverine. Just Hugh Jackman. Just get stuck in that timeline. And then all of a sudden, he's got to get back to the real timeline. And then Wolverine's just like stuck with him. and he's just like, that would be. They could do it. Disney, do it. I'll write it.
So you want a Cable Wolverine crossover?
No, I want Cable to put Deadpool to go on a the idea. Deadpool and Cable.
Skirping along doing the thing.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they go through time to do some mission shit, And
cross past Wolverine.
Yeah, no, and then some it's like during one of the during some mutant world war, whatever. Fucking, I'll read the comics before I read it, obviously, before I write the movie. I'm not gonna X-Men 3 it, but he goes to
You're a terrible person.
A unique time, and then
he's at a unique time
in Wolverine's life. And
you really don't read comics, do you?
I watch the fucking movies.
I fucking hate you.
And you know what's worse? I have hundreds of comics too, and I don't have time to read all of them.
I despise you.
But they're mostly DC, which is why I get so annoyed that Zack Snyder fucked up DC. Anyways, Happy again.
Oh God!
I'm not gonna lie, that was strangely creepy.
I know.
Happy again.
All right.
Word.
Oh God.
What's it called? No, but that'd be a perfect way to get Wolverine back in there.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I don't know.
Kind of like Back to the Future. Just bring him back with them, so he's in.
No, not even that. Just do one-off movie and then get Cable because he's got the time travel device. Have someone hit him and then have Deadpool stuck in the time with Wolverine.
Yep.
And then Wolverine is kind of just wants to like Phantom Menace. Shout out to Phantom Menace, the best Star Wars movie. You know what? Like the way Jar Jar is kind of always following around Qui-Gon the entire time.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
All
Deadpool
right.
is Jar Jar.
I'm gonna first of all I'm gonna start with this. Don't ever say that sentence again. No.
Jar Jar was the greatest Sith that ever lived.
Jar Jar was people don't understand the
Jar Jar was a master manipulator, man.
The divine intricacies of the Phantom Menace.
My dude got 2 promotions in 2 movies. Show me someone in Star Wars that did that better than him.
And he's the reason for the entire war.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And not once was blamed for it. Got promoted for it instead.
Yep.
Dude's a genius. You can't tell me otherwise. I don't care what the fuck you say.
He also brought together Naboo. Yep. He brought together
think y'all full of shit.
And Misa think it's time for the next
Just saying, man. Rewatch the first 3 Star Wars. Jar Jar kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he kind of does.
If you just pause the movie and actually watch it with subtitles and stuff like that, and you ignore Jar Jar's voice, you start watching, and you're like, yo, Jar Jar be doing some shit though.
And then look at some of the key moments. You look in the background. Jar Jar is mouthing the words too.
What?
He's mouthing the words that some of the actors are saying.
So maybe he is the ultimate Sith.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's a CG character. There's no reason that a CG character should be mouthing the words along with someone else unless he's using the Force.
Oh.
I was just going by what the movie shows and stuff, but he's going in some fan fiction type shit now.
No.
The fan fiction is that he was a Sith Lord. And
Well, no, some of the.
Well, I was just joking when I said that.
No, some of the clips they actually zoom in on the movie and you can see him mouthing along. Yeah, so that's what kind of gives some credence to the theory.
I wish Lucas would confirm it.
Well, Lucas isn't going to confirm it. He also, he's busy. He needs to be happy. Let him. He's got a kid now.
I need to be satisfied, Maddie.
Yeah, so do
Artists are there for the person, the consumer, all right?
God.
You're like every
You're the
internet
guy that
movie
acts
reviewer.
for the manager at fucking Quiznos and shit.
You're every movie reviewer.
You're out of pepperoni? You better make that shit fucking materialize right now, goddammit. How dare you be out of fucking pepperoni? This is goddamn Quiznos.
Goddamn Quiznos.
Yeah, no.
Take your ass down to ShopRite and give me some fucking pepperoni.
Here we go. Still going with it.
Christ. Next topic. So one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, especially right now, had a controversy, and he's kind of fucked up. So Shane Dawson, a clip from one of his old podcasts.
This dude's weird.
He was talking about his first sexual experience in a very calm tone. How he talked about him humping his cat's stomach and then coming on it.
First off, I want to know how the cat didn't scratch the shit out your shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions behind that. Because I own a cat. You touch their stomach, their claws literally...
Well, no, I rub my cat's stomach. That's not gonna. But I've never humped it. Yeah, no, there's a different. Yeah,
you're like putting.
That's
force,
weird.
Yeah.
What, you rub your stomach?
No, humping the cat's stomach.
No,
man.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's not.
No, I rub my dog's stomach all the time, man.
Yeah, no,
I love my dogs and my cats.
My cat's like a dog. He just gets on.
Was he confused with the word pussy? That's all I got to know. Like,
yo, someone needs to clarify with this boy.
What?
Like, look, when we say pussy, it's a derogatory term of the female genitalia.
It's slang,
Not derogatory for me.
Nah.
I love it.
I'm just saying, like, if I was to have that conversation with that young man, someone needs to explain to him that pussy is another word for vagina and that you don't hump a cat.
Yeah, no, I was actually excited to get to this topic this week because I was going off on Twitter, but I realized 240 characters isn't enough. And, you know, at first here's the thing. At first I heard it was an out of context joke, which I looked, the podcast is deleted, so if it was out of context.
From what I heard, he said it just to gain, like, publicity and shit like that, and now he's reneging on it or something like that.
That's weird,
Well, no,
though.
what he's come out saying is, look, I used to be terrible. I used to just say shit, not terrible as a person, terrible as in, like, comedy.
He just wanted to elicit a response.
Yeah, he used to do blackface, which...
Really?
Yeah, he used to do...
This dude needs to get beat.
And he came out recently, he's like, my bad, I didn't know, and, you know, I'm like... And you know what?
Oh, did we talk about this?
No, we talked about me almost doing blackface.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And you know what? And you know what's funny? You know why at 12 years old I thought it was okay to do blackface for Halloween, which I didn't. Again, go back to the podcast. My parents stopped me because my parents
are educated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was because I was watching Shane Dawson videos at the time.
Word?
I literally that was my main excuse. I'm like, no, there's this dude who does it on the internet all the time. Like that. It's not racist.
That just goes to show you people, those of you who have responsibility and role models.
Ignorance breeds ignorance. Well, here's my thing. My problem...
Kids be watching you.
Let's go.
They look up to y'all motherfuckers.
Don't
do the dumb.
Let me finish the full story, then we'll get into that. Cause, like, I got a lot to talk about with that.
Say that for us.
Yeah. What's it called? So, but yeah, he come out. He's pretty much saying like, it was me being dumb. It was originally supposed to be a sketch, and I told it as like, is a real life. Shit. Just because, you know, it gets illicit response on podcasts, which I thought was weird at first, but I realized I've done that before, not with anything that extreme, but like in high school, I remember someone coming in being like, you know, if you sit on your hand and then jerk off, it's like someone else is jerking you off, ha ha ha. And then I came in the next
stranger.
I came in the next day as a joke, and I was just like, I thought I was emphasized on the joking tone, although I was also new to the school. Probably wasn't the best idea to even use this joke, but I was just like, hey guys, tried it didn't work. And then, you know, I was known as the guy who sat on his hand and jerked off the rest of freshman year. So you
were the pie fucker essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't even do it though. That was the worst part. But
now see, at that point I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna actually try it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna blame me for something, I'm gonna do it. That's like when a girl I'm sorry, I'm not a cheater, I've never cheated in my life, but if I'm ever accused of cheating and like she makes a big deal of it, I'm like, all right, fuck it, you gonna blame me for it?
No, let's not do that logic, because then Shane Dawson's just gonna start humping his cat. Like,
damn, you're right.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
No.
Yeah, let's not start doing that. Like, oh, people are gonna blame me for doing crack. I'm just gonna start doing crack.
Or
Dusty B told me it's okay.
You want to kill people? Just kill them. No,
yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, in fact. So I kind of understood that excuse once he said it. Like, again, I think it was immature, and I think he's way too old to be doing that shit. But I think he's got Arrested Development or some shit like that. Like he's got issues, which I want to get into, because his fan base defend him like he is a god, and I want to.
Everybody's fan base is always gonna look at Michael Jackson's fan base.
No, but he's different, and I want to go into why he's a little bit different. And I'm not saying he's a bad person either, but I want to.
Was it like a cult leader?
It's almost like that bad.
Oh god.
Damn.
It feels like that. It almost feels like that.
Weren't you a fan?
Yeah, but then I grew up.
Sounds like every fan of ICP.
Oh my! So many shots fired.
No, but then I found this video that Drama Alert. Shout out to Drama Alert as the company. Not, you know. Also, maybe shout out to Keemstar YOLO. Yeah, it was actually Keemstar's Twitter. It was an old clip from, I guess, a sketch of Shane Dawson with his dog or some dog, and then puts his face. He looks at it like very
I gotta show you this shit.
like sexual. Yeah, like you can pull up in the group chat.
Maddie pulled it up and sent it to me. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
And he's like, come to me, and then he just like shoves his face in the dog's dick and just like motorboats the dick.
It's something like he says something about daddy or something.
Oh yeah, come to daddy or some shit like that. It was really, really creepy, and that alone, I don't care if that's a sketch. That's too far. You're sexually abusing an animal.
You know who I'm blaming? Tom Green.
Tom Green? Why would you blame Tom Green?
Because he did all this shit back in the early 2000s.
Oh wait, here it is. Here's the clip.
I just pulled it up too.
Yeah, daddy likes. Oh yeah, daddy likes.
Oh
yeah,
God.
daddy likes.
And that's clearly
like, what the fuck?
That's not even the dog's stomach. That's clearly
the crotch region.
Yeah,
his dick was either up his nose or in his mouth.
Unless it was a female pooch, but still, I mean,
you're still sexually abusing a dog.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
They can't. So the fact that he always, and this goes back to the final point of why I think he's like.
I mean, it's weird, but it's fucking wrong is the point.
Why I think he's like a cult leader, because every time he gets into one of these situations, he's always hid under the like the behind the curtain of, oh, I have anxiety, or no, he's very good at tricking his audience as, oh, this is just normal because I'm doing it. This mistake can happen to anyone just because I'm doing it, or it's like,
no,
it's like, Shane, I'm sorry, but you're kind of messed up in the head. And I'm not saying that as it's kind of judgmental. I'm also messed up in the head.
Everybody's messed up in the head.
But no,
everybody's running around grabbing their dogs, going, "Oh yeah, daddy likes."
Yeah, like there's no
busting nuts on cats.
You know what I'm saying? Or claiming to anyway.
Allegedly busting nuts on cats.
And then his documentaries are always, and that's why I don't like his new documentaries. The ones that are usually about people. It's usually kind of like, I don't know if Jeffree started that well, but like Tana scammed her entire fan base, and then he pretty much did a documentary trying to like vindicate her. So it's like, oh, she was just young and she didn't know what she was doing. It's like, at one point, are people just gonna be at what point are YouTubers just gonna take responsibility for the shitty things that they do?
Yeah, like I hate that saying. Oh, they're too young. No, young is like 8, maybe. Nah, that's borderline. If I push this off the table, it's gonna break. I'm gonna just push it off the table.
If you're investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into an event, you should be accountable for if it goes wrong. You shouldn't be able to cry your way out of it in a Shane Dawson documentary, air quote documentary. Because here's the thing: they're not even really documentaries, for the most part. Like they're kind of docuseries,
documentaries,
and they're all right. But also, I give most of that to his new cameraman, Andrew. Like, his new cameraman, Andrew, has been... the quality of Shane's videos have significantly bumped since he hired him. So it's one of those things where I don't... It just... the way his fan base defends, like, the shitty things he does, or the shitty people that he defends, like, after the Jake Paul documentary, the 9-part... Oh my... That shit was ridiculously long. And it didn't... He lied. He didn't hold Jake Paul accountable for anything the entire documentary. He lied the entire documentary. Like, literally the next week, his girlfriend and him ended up breaking up. Like, everything was just all fake. And then he still makes hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't know, not hundreds of millions. He still makes another thing.
A good chunk of change.
He makes a good chunk of change. Well, now he says he does. Although he lives in a nice house in Hollywood, but for the last few years I've been watching podcasts. Like, yeah, no, I was never really making that much money on YouTube before the adpocalypse. I don't understand. Like, once I heard, because I'm too controversial, I'm just like, no, your content is just lazy. Like, you're just doing. At that point, you're just like literally shoving food in your face, and you're like, you're not gonna get as much CPMs as Freddie W at the time. Freddie, who's putting like hours into content and it's getting hundreds of millions of views. Like, the algorithm changed. But also then in the same podcast, he's like, yeah, no, really what was happening was I was just spending everything out that was coming in. So I like, 100,000 comes in, I spend 100,000. So then I'm like, but he only says that on one podcast, but then he'll go on in a bunch of other videos talking about how he never really made that much money and all that stuff. It's like, no, you made money, you just spent it all, and you were just always done with it. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing I always hate about Shane is he'll do dumb shit and then be like, it's me, guys. Just let it be okay, and then he doesn't grow from it, and then his audience just
Just let them rock.
And honestly, they don't live productive lives. I know a lot of Shane Dawson fans. No, I don't know a lot. Actually, that's not even fair to say. I'm not gonna go after his fans because I don't know a lot of people who are fans of him, and they're all kind of diverse. But no, yeah, because I know fans of other people are very similar. But no, just like the way he treats his fans though is very much like he can do it. It's very much like a cult. Like I could do whatever I want. You guys are gonna accept it, and it's like
a very abusive relationship. But
he puts on a smile.
That's the worst kind.
And you know what's funny? In the same podcast where he's talking about spending all the money that goes, he's like, he's talking about how the people who always put on that fake smile, always fake nice. It's just like that's how you know that those are usually the worst people. I'm like, Shane, that's you.
Yeah.
You're always putting on the fake smile, and then you're always trying to act like, oh, I'm always depressed and stuff like that. And as someone who is constantly depressed, I get it. But I feel like he uses that as a trick. Like, I don't go on every podcast talking about my depression.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. Like, I've gone like a couple podcasts, specifically Philip DeFranco one and all that stuff, where the topic was relating to like therapy and shit like that.
Word.
But he'll always use. I don't feel like there's ever a video where he doesn't add like his anxiety or depression to try to like. And try to use try to use an audience.
And coming back to that, because I was actually here for that one. Yeah, man. Like anyone that uses like a mental illness as a jumping board to either get more views or what have you, like that to me is kind of fucked up. Like there's people that are dealing with this, like, and maybe sometimes maybe it's an outlet like, hey, he has depression and look at him, and like maybe, but still like I don't think you should. You can mention it, but don't constantly bring it up. That shouldn't be your
platform.
Exactly.
It constantly feels like it feels like he's pandering to keep a younger audience, and and that's why I think his audience always skews younger, and why, because at the time I was also, when I first started watching him, I was fat, and he used to be fat. Not at that time though. He was mad skinny at the time, but he used to be. Old pictures of him in college used to be huge. So yeah, he used to talk about that. He used to talk about anxiety and depression. Like his videos, he used to do a sketch, and then afterwards he'd just talk about. It was kind of like a mini podcast afterwards. He'd be like 5 minutes about like what he did over the week and like all that stuff. Like that's how he got his fan base. It's just very much, which I understand, but I don't know. It just feels like I feel like he also uses just as an excuse to like do shitty things, or not take responsibility for the shitty things that he does. Because I don't want to get people twisted. We all do shitty things.
We're all human beings at the end of the day, man.
Absolutely.
It's just learning and taking responsibility from them. And also, he definitely sexually assaulted sexually abused that dog. So, that's one thing I'm not gonna.
So, you said that he's been getting like a lot of backlash from like.
No, because he actually got engaged this week. Like literally a day afterwards, he got engaged. So like this kind of immediately blew over.
Oh man!
Which, by the way, congratulations on your engagement with Ryland. But at the same time,
I almost shit talk you on the show the whole time. But congratulations, bro.
Well, I mean,
flowers are in the
I hope honestly like fuck it. I've noticed since they've been together, Shane has been more normal in his videos. Because like this past year, I've actually been watching his videos a lot more because stuff's been coming in the analytics, and I like some of his older conspiracy videos too. But yeah, no, some of the new documentaries are just too long and then too one-sided, and I feel like too much of a PR stunt. I feel like honestly, shout out to that car out there. If you do something bad, don't go on ABC News. Don't go on. Do a Shane Dawson documentary. You will get more views than any of those news shows, hundreds of millions of views, and he will make you look he'll make everyone sympathetic to you. That would be my first PR move. Anything goes wrong, I'm going to Shane Dawson. I'm gonna. You won't say yes now, but I'm gonna ask for a Shane Dawson documentary. That's the best PR move.
Just cry on camera.
Yeah, that's pretty much, he'll make that the thumbnail, and then he'll cry with you. He'll be like, "No, it's okay." That was the worst part in his documentary when he cried. Not in the Jeffree Star one where he's talking about cutting himself. That one's hard to even. I almost cried listening to that because that one was hard. But when Tana Mojo's talking about how she was away at Hawaii instead of playing her event, and then she's crying about it, how it's not her fault, and then you start crying about it too, Shane. Like
you were in Hawaii.
like. Shane, and also that documentary felt like that was kind of the documentary that spun that started all the documentaries. I know he says like that all started with just like a couple fans came over and all that stuff, but why were all the cameras kind of rolling before that? Which I guess you're a YouTuber, you always have, and you're kind of vlogging, you always got to rolling. But I really feel like that was kind of a way. If it wasn't overtly to avoid a lawsuit, it was in a way to avoid backlash, because he was overtly promoting that event, like it almost like it was for like he was not like he was running. It was still TanaCon, but he was like really going there. I don't go to any events. Make sure you go. Make sure you go. Make sure you go. So I really felt like that first whole documentary, they even got the ball rolling, was just a PR stunt. Like he didn't want the backlash from his fans of like, oh, I didn't do my due diligence on this event to make sure it was on the up and up before I had all my fans burning out in the sun. So I'm gonna make you guys think that no one's at fault for this, except for this guy who's not a YouTuber and I'm not friends with. Which he doesn't overtly say, but he does kind of edit it, and he doesn't ever. I don't feel like when you're a journalist, you gotta be objective. Mm-hmm. You can't let people spew bullshit. When Tana's saying it's not my fault, all this, I would be like, no. Is it? What's the name? Con? No, it's TanaCon. Your name's on it. Why are you in Hawaii the week before? Why are you not perusing the floor? Why don't you have one of your representatives at the very least watching the floor? There's things like there's due diligence involved. Yeah, if I had an event happening and I couldn't make it, I'd pay one of you guys to make sure. I'd be like, hey. And then a lot of people were like, well, she doesn't know events. There's like, you can see if there's no water bottles there. You can see, like, it was so bad. Like, there's like, you can see if there's.
Did you order extra crispy or medium well?
The gift bags were supposed to have $200 worth of makeup in it. They had condoms.
How you like your human jerky?
Like, you can see, like, there's visual, like, she could have, if she just took one peruse down the hall, she could have seen, oh, this isn't happening, this isn't working out, and canceled the event beforehand and been like, yo, we need to do this better.
So for everyone, because
for all the watchers and listeners out there,
I just pointed was because he said that joke about the eating human flesh and the light flickered and went off. That was kind of creepy.
And supposedly the studio's haunted, if you ask Jim.
I know it is. I was once sitting here, and the capsules were arranged differently, and a Windex bottle on that sill over there just flew across the room.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. There was only one time I can't.
It was just me
anything.
and Jim in here.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Unfortunately, get off real track real quick. Yeah, no, Jim and I were sitting here. There's a few other people in here too, but we were all down here in the stew, and there was a Jesus crucifix, crucifix hanging on that door as you enter in the studio.
Yeah.
And it was nailed in place. Like, this thing goes through the crucifix and into the door, so it's pretty fastened in there.
It's just like real life.
It literally flew projectile status, at least I would say 10 feet, I'm not exaggerating, 10 feet from the door onto the floor, hit the floor, and then broke in half. And this thing's made out of like a metal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's a strong metal, it's like a aluminum or like a nickel, but
shouldn't
the fact
like
that it shouldn't have flown 10 feet across the floor in the first fucking place, it's nailed to the door.
That's wild.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I can't explain that shit. I'm a skeptic, but I can't explain that one.
So I want to also share another story that happened yesterday. Me, D, and our boy T were hanging out, and long story short, Terrell, or my bad, edit that.
Yeah.
T said something, and that, like, basically he's like, yeah, Jay. He's like, what did he say? Like, Jay it is.
Yeah.
Jay there is, and it was a J. Like, it
Just materialized.
popped out of nowhere.
Oh.
It was the freakiest thing ever. They were like, who did this? Like, where did it come from? And, like, no one knows, because
what
they,
what? That's wild.
it was crazy.
That's kind of wild. Anyways, I guess we're kind of done with Shane.
Yeah, we're definitely done with Shane.
We're about it.
Dude's weird. Dude's creepy. Don't do what Shane does.
Yeah,
don't hump your cats.
Yeah, don't touch your animals like that. Also, just want to clarify, because I know some bigger YouTubers are gonna say this is an attempt from a smaller YouTuber to get hype off get clout off the name.
Nah.
Kick rocks.
Yeah, no shame in our game.
Yeah.
Nope.
Here's the little secret. We don't get any extra views when we do this anyway.
Hold on.
Jokes on you, fuckers.
Sorry, I just saw one big YouTuber this week say, and his excuse, and I'm not gonna say his name because he knows who he is. He made when he was trying to defend this, because he also profits off Shane on the side that he doesn't overtly explicitly say all the time. But yeah, so he was defending it. He was just like, I'm sure we're gonna see a bunch of small YouTubers try to kick dirt on his name to bring their name up. So just want to say that's not what we're doing here.
We're not even gonna tag him in the link.
Well, no, I'm gonna tag him. Fuck that.
Oh, word.
I'm gonna tag him, but it doesn't.
Okay, bitches.
Oh my god. I'm just saying we gotta. I'm just saying it's just very hypocritical for shows that talk about people to then say that just because other YouTubers are smaller than them and that they talk about people, they're just doing it for clout. But whatever. Anyways.
It's lonely at the top, bro. What can I say?
Yeah.
At the top.
You wanted to be there, now you're there. Enjoy it.
Anyway,
You made your bed.
what's it called? So spring break was this past week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah, you guys are. I'm the youngest one here, so
We're
old.
and I'm not even in school anymore. So, well, I guess what was your guys' favorite spring break experience? Do you guys have any special spring break experience?
See, I never really did spring break because, military.
I knew you were gonna say about.
So, my whole life was pretty much.
I went to college for like 1 semester, so no. But I mean, like,
I went to Miami for a music video.
that was You're still saving that story, aren't you?
Yeah, that was 2
We
years
still
ago.
talk about that occasionally with Jimbo.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's a story and a half.
Well, y'all have to wait.
Well, you know what? Once we get to 10,000 subscribers, I brought it down a couple of zeros, because
Last time was like a mil.
yeah, it was a mil. But no, 10,000 subscribers, so then we can get monetization, and then we'll tell that story.
Yeah.
And I'll
a good story.
I also tell my Disney World story that no one knows.
Ooh. Now y'all better hit that subscribe button because now I'm curious and I hate being curious. Please do it for me. I love y'all.
Yeah. No. So I guess none of us. I'm a boring person. I've never done anything for spring break.
Yeah, man, spring break.
Like Miami was still work, and then
The closest experience I had at spring break was definitely Mudfest. And I'll tell you about that, I guess, instead. Because it was around the same time frame.
where
Not even close, actually. It's in August. But, but Mudfest is dope, man. Like, it's... If you ever get the chance in August, go to South Korea and have a great time on the beach and stuff like that. And I believe it's called Pyeongtaek. But when I went, it was a fucking hurricane coming in type deal, or not a hurricane. Typhoon, yeah. Typhoon was coming in. Shit was crazy. Like, it was pouring out and everything. That everybody was still out there partying, having a good time. People from all different cultures coming all over. And it's called Mudfest because they just bring in actual, like, clay and mud, and you just have mud pit wrestling. And, like, when you get dirty and shit like that, you just go into the beach water and wash off, have a good time, drink, chill, party it up. We played soccer with some Koreans and stuff like that. Didn't speak a lick of English, but we didn't care because we were just having a good time vibing, it was dope. Yeah,
beautiful.
It was a blast, man. And then, like, after that, like, at the end of the night, we went inside, changed for no reason because it was still pouring outside, so we were going to get soaking wet anyway. We came outside, we met a bunch of actually American Koreans who were going to school there.
Yeah.
And they were hanging out with some of the local Koreans, and we ate with them. We brought food and cooked and just had a great time. It was dope. It was one of the coolest nights I've ever had, man.
Word.
We all just vibed out and told each other stories and exchanged,
If we're gonna do that, then one of my best, I guess, like, experiences, again, mine was like July-ish, so it's not technically spring break. I went to Mayhem Fest. Mayhem Fest was it was in at SPAC, and they have like amazing bands there. All this, like, it was a great atmosphere. But anyways, I actually got to meet Five Finger Death Punch.
That's dope.
Really, really great band. And I got, like, my shirt signed from them, and then, like, I got to see one of my other favorite bands perform, Mastodon. Like, it was just such a, like, it's funny because, like, you know how, like, like metalheads get this weird rap that like they're like all pissed off all the time. Nah,
some of them most jovial, nicest dudes you ever met.
I've met some really cool people at those events, and like so I mean that's not really spring break, but that's one of my favorite like summer
break moments. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Soon I'll be living in spring break.
Yeah. We'll tease that later.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, no, I don't do anything. I've never really done anything for spring break.
You need to do that, Manny. Live your life, kid.
Yeah, I gotta figure out.
YOLO!
So
I need to get a life.
wait, why don't we do a road trip?
I mean, we could.
We need to do a tour.
We could.
Who wants to see us tour? Comment down below.
Word.
Wants to pay us to go on tour? Let's comment that up.
About that moolah.
Monster don't want to sponsor us. We ain't getting nobody to pay us.
Oh, we didn't even do a shout
we
out.
could do a monster tour. Why didn't I think about that?
Get in contact, man. Monster, we hitting you up.
Yeah, I should have a monster. Have a couple. Do that. Yeah, fuck. It's shit. I mean, Pornhub.
Yo, I'm with it.
I found out that they. I finally was scrolling through Pornhub.
They sponsorship?
No, they do have a partner program though, a creator partner program.
So if we start uploading our podcast stuff to their fucking website,
that is an interesting. I was thinking about doing ski mask porn for money, but.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
all
saying.
right. I was thinking about the marketing value, but you want to go production value purely pornographic? Okay. Beef and porn, y'all, I'm with it.
I don't know if we talked about this guy. The guy that just like he'll put like some.
Yeah, Ryan Kramer.
Yeah.
He'll
We talked about him a couple
clean the
episodes
couch.
ago.
He'll be like, "This is filthy."
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about him a couple
I'm gonna
episodes ago.
talk to her and ask her about her day. Like,
Or he'll give you water and be like, "Here, I think you're thirsty," and it's titled like "Water for After You Come." I'm just like, Jesus Christ. We could definitely start doing that. Fuck, that's a smart idea.
Look us up on Pornhub, guys.
Yeah,
coming soon.
Yo,
Pornhub.com/MyCrazyProductions.
You already fucked it up.
Fuck you! I'm out.
God damn it.
Porn hot.
I wonder what their CPMs are. Their cash per million for people who YouTubers. Because that'd be an interesting. That would be an interesting distribution outlet for the podcast.
It would be.
I feel like it would.
We're the next. No, I don't want to compare us to him.
But my problem is, what if we get popular on there and then YouTube bans us?
Fuck it.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, if you're going to
if you got clout, who needs it?
If you're going to a porn site to watch us,
we are known.
I'd take that over you. Well,
I feel like
I wouldn't say that, but like I'd take that.
Let's do it.
I feel like it'd be easier to get popular on a porn site not doing porn.
Absolutely.
Because
it's a marketing scheme.
We're the only ones.
Word.
Yeah, it's like
I told you guys. Pornhub.com/MyCrazyPodcast. Check us out.
Productions.
But if you look up the goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
Fucking all the shout outs up.
Fuck you guys. I'm not a where's Jimbo? He's a shout out guy.
Yeah, word.
Okay, you're on your mic right now.
Yeah, word. I see spittle.
Yeah. Anyways,
This is now mine. I've claimed it. My DNA is no
Why
longer.
are you rubbing it like that?
I mean, would you prefer I shamed it?
Oh
my god!
You just spit on it and then started rubbing in this motion.
Oh my god!
Oh boy,
what's wrong?
We were just talking about this, Dustin.
All right, Shane. That's pretty much it, though. That's pretty mellow cast. Pretty mellow 3.
It was a chill week.
Yeah, there was nothing that happened.
Nothing popped off. Yeah, there's no beef.
Shout out to one of my favorite duo coming back this summer, Bill and Ted.
Oh yeah,
they got renewed for episode 3.
And Ghostbusters 3 is coming out this summer.
Oh god, wait, Ghostbusters 3?
Yeah,
I thought they already made a third.
No, they did a reboot and then they axed it, and now they're going back to
it. Not canon.
Yeah, they're like, let's make a new reboot where everyone else isn't canon anymore, and then let's just pretend that never happened.
So this is the world we live in.
Like the movie wasn't too bad.
I didn't see it, but the marketing behind it didn't look like a good movie, and it's not. It looked like a quick cash grab.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel the need to go watch it.
What kind of turned me off was all that like
the extra marketing on the extra SJW bullshit on it.
Yeah, like all right.
I didn't care about that either. Just because it wasn't a good movie from what I heard. From what I heard, pretty much everyone was just like, yeah, no, it was bad. Like, universally, even like everyone, like even all the women are, as I know that saw it, they're like, no, that was just a bad movie.
It was very like, I'll say this, it was very like strong on the men are dumb, women are empowered type thing, because Chris Hemsworth was
like
in
a
it.
Nazi kind of thing.
Yeah, like he played like, you know, like the typical beautiful looking dumb guy.
Yeah.
And then you had like Bill Murray was in it. He reprised his he didn't reprise his role. He was somebody else. And he was like this arrogant, like stuck up dude, and like it was like I don't know if they meant to do that, but you could feel it. I was like, wow, man, they're making us seem kind of stupid. Like we're useless.
I mean, that's not really my biggest issue. It's just from what I understand, it just was it was a bad rewrite of the first movie.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
That's what.
If it was a reboot, or if I don't know if that was a standalone or it was a reboot or whatever, but
I mean,
yeah.
I saw one review that went into like the behind the scenes. Apparently, the director never never made them stick to the script. They always like had them improv, and their takes were like 44 minutes long, and it's just like you can't make a movie like that.
No,
it's just a mess.
Improv is. All right, again, I'm no.
You gotta control your improv.
Yeah, I'm
Or
no
you gotta know your
media
actor.
major here, but yeah, like I would assume you want to stick to the script as close as possible.
Well, this reviewer also said this, and I agree. Red Letter Media, people who Plinkett, all that stuff. He's the one that does the hour-long Phantom Menace reviews, but he did one for this, and it was he brought up a good point, which I agree with. A movie like Ghostbusters, which is a science-based comedy, there's a lot of facts you gotta go off. Like you need a lot more structure versus something like The Office, which the director actually directed quite a few episodes of The Office. The Office, you could there's a lot more or less kind of go with the flow. But yeah, no, I'm not I haven't seen it. I'd watch it if it was on like Netflix or something like that, but I'm not like going out of my way to go see it. Not my plan. I don't even know if I'm gonna go see the third one at this point.
I'm just waiting to come out. Blu-ray.
Or
well, no, I'd see it if it was on Netflix. I don't know, but that's the thing. I don't even know if I want to, because like Harold Ramis is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Word, R.I.P.
And he was one of the main. It was literally him and Dan Aykroyd that wrote it.
Yeah.
So I don't. And he's always he's one of the main four. Like
Love Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I don't think I'd end up watching it now because it feels like a cash grab in the reverse way. Like Bill Murray was so against doing a third one, where they finally got him to just do a cameo, and then now after Harold Ramis died and that movie did so bad, they're just like, all right, for the legacy, let's not have that be the last note. But it's like
too little, too late.
Yeah, it feels like too little, too late because not you waited till one of the main guys died.
When did the second one came out in
89?
89?
I believe so.
Yeah. So they kept doing rewrites and everything. Like it was just in production or pre-production hell for like ever, and then they finally gave up on it. And then Harold Ramis died.
Well, Bill Murray said he just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He is the sole reason why there isn't a Ghostbusters 3, which I never read the script. Maybe he's got a reason for it. And so I'm not blaming Bill Murray. A lot of people are like, why do people love Bill Murray? He's the reason we never got Ghostbusters 3. Maybe there's a reason why he didn't want to do the script.
I love Bill Murray regardless.
Yeah.
He's a great person.
Well, I don't know him personally, but yeah, I assume so.
I mean, I read a lot of he'll go to like random people's parties and stuff.
Exactly.
There's Bill Murray encounters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's a good person. Maybe he's just trying to get some free beer.
Yeah.
The people have said like they've partied with him and like they've woken up at like frat houses and Bill Murray will be doing the dishes from the night before. Yeah. His way of saying, thanks for throwing me a good night and let me party with you guys. I'm doing your dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
someone does my dishes, bro.
That's so. Was it him that like walked by someone and he grabbed like fries off their plate? He's like, no one will ever believe you.
Yeah, he's like, go ahead, tell somebody. No one's ever gonna believe you.
Yeah.
And he just walked off.
That's what I'm saying though. He does stuff like I don't know if he's a good person or he's just taking the piss out of everything. He's just like, Which I guess,
bro, it's a
they
funny
could be the
moment.
same one. Yeah.
He brings a smile to your face. And at what cost? A couple of fries?
Word.
That's hilarious.
Shit. I'll supply all the booze if I get the party Bill Murray.
You know what I'm saying?
Booze is one thing. If he took my chicken nuggets out, I might snuff Bill Murray.
Oh.
It's all about company, man. Like, you know, if someone's good company. Wait, what?
Bill Murray.
You gonna snuff Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Damn, man, you really love chicken nuggets, man.
Yeah.
That dude's like 67 or some shit. You go hit him.
I feel
He's
like
gonna be 60 dead after all.
I'm not gonna
God.
lie. I'm being a dickhead right now, but there's a part of me that wants to purposely go out of my way to take one of your chicken nuggets and then just blow up on you instantly afterwards. Like, what?
He's like, that was the poison one, Dustin.
That would be my luck.
And then
I saw it coming all along, you son of a bitch.
I just look up at you, and then we both look at each other. And it's like at this moment, we both knew we fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then it turns into one of those cartoons where it's just a ball of like wind or whatever.
And then when y'all stop fighting, I've eaten all the chicken nuggets and then walk away. and then you cut the black, you hear a gunshot.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, you gotta be ready in case someone steals your chicken nuggets.
Yo, stay strapped always.
In fact, get the strap. Yo, what's up with celebrities just showing up to college parties? Just because you were talking about Bill Murray. I saw a video of Coolio singing an acoustic version of Gangster's Paradise in like this little like dorm room with a bunch of white kids.
No offense.
I've been
I feel like he was there for like the booze and the food.
I thought he was there for the white pussy, but
Maybe that too.
I mean, but like he was just like, but he was like really trying to get them into it. Like there's something like guitar. It's like he's really like I forget. He's just like he's like really getting in with his hands, like trying to get everyone to sing along. Like it's like a group sing along. I'm just like.
Half these kids don't even. Like,
I was saying, bro,
born.
you're singing to millennials that didn't even know who you were. Like,
Yeah, bro. I'm just Coolio selling that. Like, if he knocked on my door.
If I made the "You Shot Mr. Thompson" reference right now, I guarantee you none of our audience is gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
On one of his albums when they were doing like the sketch rap and stuff like that. Yeah, that was one of the sketches he did.
From Coolio?
Yeah.
Wow, you know more about Coolio than I do.
Mr. Thompson.
Yeah, I know. I know like that
Shut
one
up,
song.
bitch.
I know absolutely nothing about Coolio.
Yeah.
Did you buy a Coolio album?
He was my first. Gangster's Paradise was one of my first introductions to rap.
Good song. I like that.
Yep. Gangster's Paradise. And then after that, obviously I discovered Weird Al Yankovic soon after.
Oh, I love
Of course. But yeah, no, that's
Plus, Coolio was all over Nickelodeon back in the day, man. When I was growing up as a kid.
Facts.
Keenan and Kel.
Yo, come on, man. That was my age.
Yeah, no, he was.
Who loves orange soda? I do. Who?
He was kind of like the first rapper to cross. And obviously, Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but like strictly just doing rap, just do like theme songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, facts.
I feel like he was like the first rapper doing that.
Yeah.
Because didn't he do another theme song besides Keenan and Kel?
I think so. I'm pretty sure he did. I could
think
look
he
it up.
wrote all that. I don't know if he performed all that theme song, but I'm pretty sure he wrote all that.
Yeah, he was in the beginning of it.
Word. Which makes sense, because that's all Dan Schneider, who allegedly does weird things too. Why does everyone in Hollywood do weird things? We'll get back to that another time. Because there's so much, everyone does weird things. Anything else though? No? Alright. Word. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching My Crazy Podcast. If you like this episode, make sure you like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Merch down below. I'm Matt. Who are you?
I'm Steve. Follow us on Pornhub.
Yeah, fact.
Pornhub, My Crazy Productions coming to you. Dom Dusty B.
And I'm Matt for Dunley's sake. We will see you next week.
We out.
Deuces.